Hey guys, Matt here. This is my review of Solo, a Star Wars story. This movie is directed by Ron Howard, who previously did Apollo 13, Rush, and In the Heart of the Sea. This movie stars Alden Ehrenreich, Amelia Clarke, Woody Harrelson, and Donald Glover. And if you couldn't tell from the title, this movie is about everyone's favorite rogue scoundrel, Han Solo. Now, going into this movie, I was a little optimistic. A little. Because I thought this movie might be like Rogue One. It might show us a story and a chapter in the life of Han Solo that we haven't seen before. But I was wrong, because instead of showing us new things that we didn't know or they didn't discuss or share in the other Star Wars movies, they showed us every single thing about Han Solo and didn't leave any mystique or any mystery to the character. But I will say this. Solo, a Star Wars story, is a fun adventure movie, but because they chose the character of Han Solo, character made famous by Harrison Ford, Disney expects people to rush out to go see that. But the mistake is, people don't like Han Solo because they're that invested in the character. People like Han Solo because Harrison Ford played a badass space smuggler. The best way I can describe this movie is to compare it to another Harrison Ford movie, Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. The beginning of that film shows young Indiana Jones and explores how he gets his hat and his whip and even the scar on his chin. And Ron Howard and people that made Solo, a Star Wars story, decided, we're going to do the exact same thing, but we're going to show you all the important events and life-altering things, and we're going to cram it into about a few days. We're not going to stretch it out over his life. We're going to make it all happen in 2 hours. And some things they decide to do alter what comes later in his life. Some character choices and decisions he has to make regarding who he really is and who he wants to be. And also things like the Kessel Run. It's supposed to be this epic thing that he's really proud of, yet only 5 people in Solo actually witness it. So because the character is important and they showed all the things in his life, I guess that's worth watching. But aside from a certain item that they call back to later in The Last Jedi and how he gets his name, there's not a whole lot of mystery to the character, and there's not a lot of new information that's shared with the audience. So because the movie's fun, but they're taking an important character and not doing it justice, I'm going to give Solo, a Star Wars story, a C. And ironically, they showed you so much about Solo in this movie that I don't really know if there's any room for a sequel. So, till next time, guys. See ya.